everyone, welcome back to Limfalation. This is Jovita here, and in today's video I am going to be sharing the step-by-step process of applying for an education loan from India to pursue your studies abroad. Now, if you haven't watched part 1 of this video, I shared my experience of applying for an education loan. If you haven't watched that, go watch that video first. I will link it somewhere here and also in the comment section below. Now, if you'd like to learn what the steps are for applying for a loan, then please keep watching. So let's dive straight into the video and start by understanding what are the different types of banks that are available. So now in India, you've got 3 types of banks. So the first type are nationalized banks, the second one are private banks, and the third one are NBFCs or non-banking financial companies or money lenders. If you have selected a university or a college to apply for, the first choice would be a college bank. This is a bank that is situated in the premises of a college or a university, so they have a tie-up with the university. So this would be your first choice because the whole eligibility criteria process of your loan application becomes so much more easier because the bank is in tie-up with the university. So if you do have that option, that could be your first choice. Now your second choice would be to go with a nationalized bank because their interest rates are much lesser as compared to private banks. So just to give you a few examples of nationalized banks, so you've got State Bank of India, you've got Bank of India, you've got Indian Overseas Bank, you've got Union Bank of India. There's a whole another list of different banks that are nationalized. But the processing time here might be a bit more as compared to the other banks. So your third choice could be a private bank because their interest rates are a bit more higher, but the processing time is very fast. So they sometimes can process your loan within 10 days as well. And just to give you a few examples of private banks, there's HDFC, there's ICICI, there's Kotak Bank and Axis Bank, and there's a few more as well in the list. So these are the 3 different choices of banks that you can approach when you're thinking of applying for an education loan. Now moving into the eligibility criteria. The first one is to secure admission into a recognized university. The second criteria is for you to be an Indian citizen and that of age 18 years and above. Third one is that you need to have good academic background. So the fourth thing is that the course or the university that you're applying for needs to be accredited by a professional organization or it needs to be recognized by a professional organization. The fifth thing is that collateral security may be required by the bank when you do apply for your loan. The sixth point is that a co-applicant or a co-borrower is a must for banks. The seventh point is that you should have repayment capacity which will be assessed by the bank during the whole process. So you should be able to repay back the whole amount within the time span that they provide you with. Next point is that you need to have good credit score. Now this credit score can be yours and your co-applicants, or it can be just the co-applicant or the co-borrower's credit score. Now moving on to the documents that might be required by the bank. So the first thing is you will have to fill out an application form. The bank will provide you with this form. The second is that you will need to provide passport size photographs. So the third thing is that you'll have to provide your education certificates and your mark sheets. The fourth point is that you will have to provide your IELTS, GMAT, GRE, TOEFL certificates as well. So you do need a set score as per the university's requirements based on the course that you're enrolling in. So once you've got that set score in these tests, you need to provide that certificates as well. The admission or offer letter that you get from the university, so it depends on whether you get a conditional or an unconditional letter, but you need to save that to provide it to the bank. Next is PAN card copy for both yourself and the parents. If you do go through scholarships, you will have to provide your scholarship documents as well. Then you have to provide your age and your ID proof, so that could include your passport, birth certificate, Aadhaar card, ration card, whatever it is. Next is residence proof as well as income proof, which could be by the salaried applicants or co-applicants. So you'll have to either provide Form 16 for 2 to to 3 years, or you'll have to give your income tax returns from the past 3 years. You'd also have to give your bank statements from the past 6 months preferably, especially with the bank balance in that as well. Now moving into interest rates. So each bank, like I mentioned, will provide you with a different interest rate. Nationalized banks will obviously have a lesser interest rate compared to certain private banks. So interest rates usually vary from 9% all the way up to 15%. Depending on the loan amount that you have been sanctioned, the country that you're moving to, and how much of collateral have you provided. So these are the factors that are involved in deciding the interest rates, and usually the repayment period is anywhere between 15 to 20 years depending on the bank as well. We usually have career counselors to go through the admission process, finding universities, applying for visas and all of that. But usually people are in a fix when it comes to applying for education loans because you don't know which banks to go for, you don't know the interest rates that each bank is providing, and all of this can be so overwhelming for any student that is applying to get an education loan. So I would highly recommend for you to look into a company called Gyandan. Gyandan is a company that was established in 2015. Basically will provide you with financial consultants that would help you to understand if you are eligible for a loan or if you're not eligible, what are the different criterias for each banks. They are in tie-up with about 50 banks and they have partnerships with these banks, so therefore they'd be able to negotiate the interest rates for you. They do all of the hard work for you and they take off all of this stress involved in understanding and processing a loan. They will even help you out from start to finish till your loan is sanctioned and do all of the paperwork for you. And the best part about this is that they do not charge you a single rupee for the whole process. It's all free of cost and it's all online. So I would highly recommend for any students that are looking into applying for an education loan to go through Gyandan. So I will link Gyandan in the comment section below and also in the description box below. So if you're looking to get your education loan, go click the link below and find out more about how you can approach Gyandan. That was it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful in some way possible, and I tried to cover as much information as I could. If you did find this video helpful, please don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up and also subscribe for more. Don't forget to click the bell icon right next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to leave me your comments in the comment section below as to what kind of videos you'd like to watch next, and I would love to make those videos for you guys. But that was it. I will see you in my next one. Until then, peace and love. Bye.